A very good evening to you folks, and welcome to John Fredericks Park for this Queensland Cup quarter-final. I'm Amy Webster, covering all of the action between tonight's sides, Capalaba FC and Brisbane City, live here on FQTV. Just as we see both sides get set on what looks like a chilly night out in Capalaba, we will run you through the sides before we get started. Our hosts, Capalaba, with Cass Zafina in between the sticks. A back four of Willow Nicol, Abby Vesta, Emily Dunn, who's skipper in the side, and Janai Davison. Defensive midfielders, Daisy Hazel and Shatika Deaton. And up top, we've got a midfield three of Zoe Woods, holding the number 10, Bridie Gilhooly, Jess Davison, and Charlie Eustace. In attack, our visitors, Brisbane City, Julia Duffy in goal, Sian Costigan, Izzy Anderson, Sarah Birchall and Kate Bonnerts-Ben. Jess Dillon back in the side after injury and skipper in the side tonight by the looks of things in the holding midfield role. Tiani Karaluka with Holly Bonnerts-Ben and some experience up top, Anna Hirakara, Amy Cook and Anna Tormena. So reflecting on both sides' road to the quarter-final, Brisbane City progressed to the final 8 after defeating Sunshine Coast Wanderers 1-0 before a young lineup secured a convincing 4-0 victory over Souths in the last round at Imperial Corp Stadium. Capalaba's cup run included a 6-0 win over Narangba Eagles and a 6-4 result away to Virginia United. Bit of an unconventional route to the quarter-final, with an initial loss in their last round against Lions, but the Bulldogs were later awarded the win after Lions were found to field an ineligible player. So as we await kickoff here, just run through the officials. Marshalling the game for us this evening, we have Taylor Schofield, supported by Ellis Connell and Jonathan Campbell as the assistive referees, and Ross Paxton is the fourth official. Will be Capalaba to get us underway. This is the youngest doggies side ever to field at this level. Chris Shepley keen to emphasise that it's a team that he does believe in. So while the team are fairly young, he also believes they've got what it takes to put the pressure on the City side that comes in with a bit of a mixed bag in terms of youth and experience. Both coaches keen to use the cup as a great way to give the youngsters a go, and having spoken with both coaches, both keen to reiterate that rather than give the youngsters a few minutes here and there on the big stage in the NPL, what better way to get some minutes under their belt and some experience by getting them a starting position in cup football. And there is one of the youngsters, Kate Bonnerts-Ben. We have seen her name grace the team sheet a few times alongside twin sister Holly throughout the season in the NPL. Sarah Birchall and Izzy Anderson making up the centre-half position for City. That one running all the way through to Cass Zafina. And the young doggy side showing a bit of bravery at the back, but intercepted by Anna Tormena and saved at the near post by Zafina. Bit of a scare there. Doggies just looking a little complacent at the back there, or maybe the inexperience just showing as Tormena came through to just pick the pocket of Abby Vesta at the back. Zafina was equal to it. City progressing up the flank here with Kate Bennett-Bence just making a bit of ground. And City just sneaking a tad offside there. So mentioned that this is the youngest Capalaba side to ever take the field. There are a mix of under 23s and under 17s, so 8 under 23s, with 5 making their first ever appearance in the team and 3 under 17s all making their debut. Capalaba Bulldogs' strong commitment to progressing the pathways, having some time away from the NPL and time to progress those youngsters through the channels. Similarly with Dante Sten's side, we're seeing a number of players who have had their debut chance in the NPL this season and in the Cup, and some of those players rewarded by getting themselves back into the squad list for this evening's game. City with an early chance to attack here with a corner on the far side. Capalaba surviving that early scare but having to field a corner here, and it's Jess Dillon back in the side and popping up with a header to give them the early lead. Jess Dillon with the captain armband. Corner came in and up she jumped into the bottom left-hand corner. It nestled. 4 minutes played, 1-0 to our visitors, City. And Jess Dillon, who only returned to the team at the start of the month, having been out for almost 6 months with pretty significant knee injury that she picked up whilst participating in a futsal camp. So she will no doubt be thrilled to find the back of the net. Here is Dillon playing that defensive midfield role for City. Lovely little 1-2 allowing Tormena to just get it back, but great tackle at the back, Willow Nicol. Nicol, one of the Capalaba players tonight who does have NPL experience. Been played with Capalaba in the NPL. Also had a spell with Easts. Another one who is returning from injury this evening. Tormena putting the pressure on. Nicol receiving it out wide. Amy Cook with a lovely through ball, trying to find Hirakawa, and it just rolls out. And Taylor Schofield points for the goal kick. So City putting plenty of pressure on from the front. Tormena and Amy Cook involved in that little spell of bother. City just happy to build from the back. Again, using Dillon nicely as a bit of an anchor in that midfield pivot role. Capalaba with the Davison duo on that left flank. Janai Davison in the left back position, and sister Jess just sitting in front of her on the wing. Bonnet Spence squares it across. Sian Costigan, who just roamed away from her position in defence and just headed not enough on that one from Amy Cook to trouble the keeper. Dayton gets it back. Karaluka just dispossessed nicely in midfield by Capalaba, but they do win it back, Brisbane City, and just moving the ball around that midfield nicely with a bit of 1-2 touch football. Dylan allows that to run through to Izzy Anderson, the youngster. Costigan. Cut out on that left flank, and City will have a throw. Sian Costigan, one of those players who must have done enough to impress in the last game against Souths. She started that game in the Cup and earns herself a starting position again tonight. Anderson. Dylan just forced to turn back the way she's facing. Good pressure in midfield there from the young Capalaba side. Bridie Gilhooly to be precise. Tomena cut out nicely at the back. It was a great tackle to cut out that attack. City eager to get that throw taken quickly with Bonnet Spence. And again, great defending this time. Shateka Dayton, who's trying to start an attack down this near side. Eustace goes down under pressure, but fair challenge. Charlie Eustace with a cup goal to her name in this campaign so far. Dayton and Eustace, the only two players in the Capalaba side this evening who have scored in the Cup. There's been a fair bit of change of personnel, so the other goal scorers not on the squad list tonight, but Capalaba obviously having plenty of depth, or both sides with plenty of depth, being able to tap into the pool of youth talent. Izzy Anderson. City making a bit of ground on that far side. Costigan shirking the tackle nicely and just trying to feed that one through to Hirakara, but cut out at the back by Davison. Abby Vesta using Zafina and just giving Capalaba an opportunity to switch play out towards this right side. Bonnet Spence with a crack from range, and Zafina had time to keep her eye on that one. Ball out from the keeper, turned over thanks to Kate Bonnet Spence linking up nicely with her twin sister. And Zafina able to track that one all the way into the gloves. Tormena just heading that one into the feet of Karaluka, who does well to dodge that tackle, keep hold of the ball. Izzy Anderson. Patient play there from Anderson, and gets it back for her side. Izzy Anderson, the late change in the squad list for us this evening. Ali Khan not available, allows Izzy Anderson a seat at the table. Lovely flick on Holly Bonnet-Benz. That pass just cut out, and Dayton does well to keep hold of that one under pressure, but Tormena showing her experience and stealing it back off Woods on the near side. The switch cut out in the middle, but only as far as Bonnet-Benz. Again, two siblings linking up nicely, just calming things down for City. They're happy to use the space that they have in front of them and just string a few passes together. That little ball over the top, not making its way through to an attacking position, and Capalaba now trying to capitalise. Zoe Woods, Dayton on this near side in the number 8, just trying to drive her side forward, but that loose pass finding its way to Amy Cook, who's a danger in attack. Amy Cook loves a goal. Dillon. Capalaba just getting bodies back behind the ball. Anderson. Cook's dropped deeply on this near side and just rolling it out to that right flank. Hirakara to drop back. Karaluka up against Vesta. Wins her side a throw. Ball in, creeping over the byline, so danger averted on that occasion for Capalaba. Both sides enjoying strong league campaigns outside of this cup competition. Capalaba currently sitting in second spot on the FQPL 1 ladder with an undefeated record of 7 wins and 1 draw from their opening 8 league matches. Brisbane City sitting in 4th spot on a tight NPL ladder. The table doesn't tell the full story. They're only 1 point behind current leaders Lions, and a couple of games in hand for Brisbane City. So this is the first meeting of both sides for 2025. Throw to City on the near side, cut out nicely with the head. Karaluka. Tiani Karaluka, one of the more experienced players on the pitch in terms of NPL experience. Have had previous experience with Olympic, They're not too unfamiliar with Capalaba, having represented Capalaba, and Amy Cook driving forward and blocked nicely off the back for a corner. Karaluka with experience at Souths also, so lots of experience in the midfield there with Jess Dillon and Tiani Karaluka for Brisbane City. Another corner in, seeing that they're dangerous. Blocked this time at the near post, little bit scrappy, but Capalaba driving that one out with Dayton. And good pressure from Shateka Dayton, who forces City to concede the throw. Capalaba just creeping their way up the pitch with these set plays. Willow Nicol gets us underway with the throw on the near side. Bonnert's Ben links up with her namesake, Birchall. This time Capalaba keeping players forward, trying to put pressure on from the front. Good pressure indeed in the midfield there as Dayton just not able to get to that one. Hirokara capitalises on the loose ball, but well played. Davison wins it back for her side nicely and links up with her skipper Dunn. Both sides just turning the ball over to each other a little bit in the midfield. City now back in possession and just slowing things down slightly. Bonnert's Ben cut out nicely from Dayton. Lovely through ball, trying to find the feet of Eustace. But Izzy Anderson was equal to it at the back. Ball through Hirokara on this near side. She's switched with Anna Tormena. She's got space to run. Left foot ball across into the box. And Amy Cook couldn't quite get enough on that. We see it scooped up by Cass Zafina. Zafina under pressure from Cook, but does well. Capalaba just passing the ball around again, a little bravely at the back, but keeping their composure nicely. Lovely bit of play out from the back there. Capalaba's Davison and Davison link up nicely. Eustace with something to chase. Duffy using her full back to just distribute calmly from the back, the keeper. Bonnert's Ben trying to feed one through, but cut out by Daisy Hazel. Eustace just muscled out there by two blue shirts, but Capalaba keep it with Davison. Capalaba happy to build from the back, feed it across to Abby Vesta. Here is Vesta, dispossessed in the middle. Just a delay in play here as Brisbane City just retaining possession in their left back position. Hirokawa has given it to her keeper. There may be a bit of an early switch happening for Brisbane City, but we'll get confirmation of that when we can. Dylan just running over to the sideline, hopefully for some instruction rather than due to anything more sinister. So this time last year in the Cup, both sides only making it as far as round 4. Capalaba defeated 4-2 at home against Logan Lightning. Brisbane City losing 1-0 away to Souths. Souths, of course, the team that they dismissed in the last round of the Cup this time out. Taylor Schofield with a wry smile on her face as she comes back over to get us underway. And it is going to be likely a drop ball or return to Brisbane City. Taylor Schofield owns her own chiropractic clinic, so I believe she's a handy person for these players to know if they ever need a bit of an adjustment. And Schofield is going to give it back to City, courtesy of Bonnert's Ben. Hirokawa on this near side, and the whistle does go. She was offside in pursuit of that long ball. So Anna Hirokawa, who started on the right flank, switched over to the left. And keep an eye and get confirmation on whether Anna Tormena has made way. I think she's still on the pitch. They've just switched sides. There she is. Costigan. Here is Anna Tormena, the Brazilian. 7 league goals to her name last season in Olympic FC colours, Anna Tormena. But here is Anna Kirawara with a left foot strike. And Zafina claims that one nicely. It was Bonnert's Ben with a little look over her shoulder, left it to Karaluka. And Hirokawa with a left foot strike. Well saved down to her right, Zafina. Cook with the head forward, Hirokawa to chase. In a one-on-one against the keeper, and Zafina, calm as you like, says that one's for me. Skipper Dunn, the centre half position. Eustace, described by her coach as a cheeky little forward, and she will use that to her advantage, no doubt, sneaking her way between defenders where possible. Eustace, of course, up against the height of Izzy Anderson so far this evening. Nicol now making ground and up against Izzy Anderson. And that one's going to go in favour of those in blue. already edging our way to the 30-minute mark. So far, this young Capalaba side doing well to keep Brisbane City at bay, but in saying that, they've been pushing forward themselves. Just no clear chances on goal yet for the Doggies. Brisbane City with that early goal courtesy of their skipper, and here is Amy Cook, who's pressured out over the byline. Great defending at the back. Forces the corner for City, and a corner of course was where that first goal came from. Jess Dillon, the goal scorer, just lurking in a similar spot to where she popped up for the header. Ball sent in from the corner. Zafina comes out and palms it. Karaluka gives it back to Tormena for another crack. And again, Zafina asserting her authority and showing her experience. Maybe a young Capalaba side, but Cass Zafina, formerly on the books at Raw, signed back in 2021 as an injury replacement keeper initially, and previously noted as one of the NPL's finest shot stoppers. Back-to-back seasons between the sticks for Lions FC, who were the eventual competition winners back in 2019. And also supplied her trade at Gold Coast United and Robina. Tika Dayton just showing a bit of skill in defence there. Releases Nickel, lovely turn. This Capalaba side just growing into the game as the clock ticks on. Some lovely footwork there, first by Dayton, then by Nickel. Hirakawa. Square ball across to Karaluka. That one goes loose. And Nickel now just trying to find her way through traffic. Does get it back, but it's in a dangerous spot, and Karaluka takes the opportunity to turn over possession to her side. Little roll over Tormena and runs into a wall of yellow. Cook just stabbing that one forward, cut out at the back. Vesta Hirakawa tries to have another go and brought down on the edge of the area, or so they appeal. And Taylor Schofield waves that one away. Allows play to continue, and it will be only a throw-in. It's just in the corner of the 18-yard area, but referee was not entertaining those appeals. Birchall. Bonnert's Ben. Cut out there. Woods. Dayton just stumbling in possession there and allows Brisbane to get back in control, but to her credit, Tika Dayton tenacious trying to win that one back. Capalaba just happy to stick a boot through that one, get it down the line. Karaluka. Ball forward, flicked on by Cook. And defended well. Jess Davison. The Davison sisters signed in the off-season from Logan Lightning. That one headed on from a Capalaba head, but they're going to keep it in play and avoid another set piece. Ben squares that one across to Karaluka. Cook with a chance to strike. It's dipping and over it goes. Amy Cook. We know she can find the back of the net. And this one was not far off. Little touch with the left, strike with the right, and it dipped. Just a little too late. Much to the relief of Cass Zafina. Scoreline here at John Frederick Park remains our hosts Capalaba 0, Brisbane City 1. Strong challenge from Capalaba. City don't like it. Bit of a shirt tug there from Amy Cook in frustration. There's a good tackle at the back from the defensive line of Capalaba, and forced a little bit of frustration there, which has earned them the free kick. So far, nothing to pull any cards out of the referee's pocket. Tormena caught under pressure in possession. Skipper Emily Dunn, one of the few in tonight's squad who has the first team experience. She is captain in the side tonight though for the first time. She is familiar with her opposition tonight, having represented Brisbane City. Cook under pressure from Nicol. Does well to find Karaluka square across the middle. Zafina finding feet on this near side. Anna Hirokara putting pressure on. City trying to win it back in these dangerous positions, but well played Willow Nicol. Tika Dayton now forced to play back the way she's facing, and Capalaba with little option but to fire that one down the line. Costigan just to chase and try and keep that ball in on the far side, and that she does. Sarah Birchall fires one forward for Bernards Ben, her defensive counterpart, to chase, and great sliding tackle at the back. Willow Nicol. She timed that one well. Always good to see players throwing themselves into those sorts of challenges, especially on return from injury. So one game of the quarter-final round already wrapped up, having been played last weekend. Mackay Lions missing out to Brothers Townsville. Tight scoreline with that one finishing 1-0 to the visitors. So they're already in the hat for the semi-final draw. Here is Hirokara. She tries to force her side forward and a step closer to the semi-final. Just a corner on this occasion. So the other quarter-finals being played simultaneously to this one. Eastern Suburbs hosting Mitchelton, and Olympic FC against North Lakes United. North Lakes new to the NPL this season and under a little bit of pressure. You see a long corner headed in at the back post and just sneaking wide thanks to the hand of Zafina. It's another threat from a set piece for Brisbane City. It was just popping up at the back. And Zafina did well. Here we have another corner in a similar spot, and it was again Sarah Birchall trying to get her head on it, and this time lacking the direction. But Sarah Birchall from a centre half position creeping up and getting herself into a dangerous spot for the corner. It's often where centre halves thrive when it comes to set pieces, just trying to get up and nod one into the back of the net. Sarah Birchall, one of the under-23s in tonight's side, made her first team debut in the 1-0 cup win over Sunshine Coast Wanderers, and then earned herself start in the game in the previous round against Souths. Retained that position for tonight, of course, as Tormena pokes that one through and headed forward. Bonnert's Ben tipped over by Zafina. Cass Zafina, who looks in a bit of strife after that save, but she's put a shift in. Tormena with a little dink, and it was Holly Bonnert's Ben who got her body over the ball and forced a great save from the experienced Zafina. Here we have another corner. 5 minutes of normal play left in this half, and Capalaba just under a bit of pressure here. Near post this side, Zafina drops it. Karaluka trying to stab it in. It's Messi at the back, and Capalaba just trying to stick something on this to get rid. And they get it out as far as Tormena, who fires it in. And Zafina this time gets some solid gloves on that. It was Messi at the back. The ball ping-ponging around like we were playing a little bit of air hockey there. And in the end, safe hands of Zafina. A little bit of excitement as we enter the latter stages of this half. Brisbane City piling the pressure on, and here is Bonnert's Ben, and that one shielded nicely. Willow Nicol. It was Anna Tormena who was the intended target. Kate Bonnert's Ben debuted against Mitchie only last year. Some of these youngsters will start to become familiar names, no doubt, as they prove themselves and gain experience, not only in the minutes they get in the NPL, but also in these starting positions in the Cup. Dylan, the skipper, feeding that one into Izzy Anderson. Cross to Costigan. City just with a bit of a pep in their step as they reflect on those couple of chances, no doubt. Karaluka, a little give and go, gets it back and forced over, and this time it will be a goal kick. Tormena and Hirakara switching sides again. We'll probably see a little bit of that. It's not uncommon for our wingers across these competitions to switch things up as we progress. Tick through the minutes. There is Tormena using Cook. Costigan, long ball into the area and collected again with confidence. Zafina. Dayton. First touch just takes it around Bonnert's Ben, but tricky angle allows City to keep possession. Birchall. Lovely ball to find feet with Amy Cook, and a bit of a tussle. Both pulling each other's shirt. Referee decided to let that one go. She saw a little bit from both players there, I think. Anderson. Karaluka. City again just happy to string these passes together in midfield, and that one just headed on, and Zafina watched that one go past the upright. No danger on target on that occasion. Costigan. Again, lovely little 1-2 touch passes. Bonnert's Ben. Left foot strike from range, tips the bar and cleared away nicely by the centre half. Zafina was stretching, and on this occasion she was saved by the crossbar. Cass Zafina has had a bit to do in this first half. It was a great left foot strike. But the score remains Brisbane City 1 goal to the good so far. Willow Nicol to take the free kick. Dillon with time to head, not too much pressure on that first ball in, but Capalaba do have shirts forward. Capalaba would love to get an equaliser on the stroke of half time, but City come away with it in their possession with Sian Costigan. Hirakara just happy to give it back. Dayton. Just running at Bonnert's Ben and keeping possession nicely. Tricky feet. Dayton. Lovely ball through to Eustace, who tries to fire it back across and cut out by Sarah Birchall. It was lovely feet there by Tika Dayton. Another former Capalaba junior who returned to the club after a solid season with South's under-23s. South's now with the corner as we enter added time. So Capalaba with a late opportunity in this first half. It'll be Dayton with a ball in across the floor. And fired from range, wide of the upright. And there is the half-time whistle as we just have another look. This one just spilling out on the edge of the area, fired in first time. So both teams in this Tuesday evening quarter-final will enter the sheds. Capalaba 0, Brisbane City 1. Scoreline is tight and there's plenty still to play for. We will be back after this short break.
In 2014, when ISIS attacked our country, we faced a lot of trauma. ISIS took me and my family, and they killed a lot of people. Thousands of people are still missing, so we had to leave. We had no choice. Me and my family, we were with ISIS for 20 months. We just had to leave. We had no choice. In 2014, when ISIS attacked our country, we faced a lot of trauma. ISIS took me and my family, and they killed a lot of people. Thousands of people are still missing, so we had to leave. We had no choice. Me and my family, we were with ISIS for 20 months. We just had to leave. We had no choice. My cousin and my sister, they sent someone over there to help us escape, and he came with a van, just like a small van. 31 people, we all got into one van. It was very hard. We were all over each other. We drove lights off so no one can see us in that village. We were just hoping to get to a safe place. We were just telling ourselves they will see us, they will find us, because ISIS were everywhere around us. When first arriving in Australia, obviously new country, new place, new life, I felt like I was a newborn to this world. It was very hard for me. I didn't have any friends. I didn't know where to go. I couldn't speak the language. That was probably one of the hardest things for me. I felt lonely. Later on, I told myself I just have to get up and I just have to find somewhere. Find friends, just go on street, walk everywhere, find people, talk to them even if I don't know how to speak, just keep working hard. So I started school when I arrived in Australia in 2018 at Harristown State High School. One of my football academy coaches, he told me, Yachin, you should become a referee. And I was doing a few school games and picking up the flag and running the lines, and he told me there's a course here in Toomba if you want to do it. Woke up that morning, should I do, should I not, should I do it or not? I just had to make a choice. The course was like starting at 9 o'clock and I woke up at 10 o'clock, knocked on the door. Hello, who is this? I've registered, sorry, I know I'm late, but I want to become a referee, I want to do this. Once I start the course, obviously that moment changed my mind. I was telling myself, why did I have to not to come here? Why did I have to be 1 hour late? Changed my mind, absolutely. Changed my life. I was feeling safe there, sitting by 25 people around me, talking to me in a very nice way. I was very excited. Refereeing 100% helped me to become more confident and building leadership. My life has changed a lot. Before I start, just the biggest thing is we have to look professional. We have to trust ourselves, believe in each other when we are making a call. If you make a call, just be confident, just make it, okay? We need to believe in each other as well. We are a team out there, we need to look professional and have a good game. Sounds good? No worries. Let's do this. I'm feeling more comfortable, more safer. I've met a lot of kind people. They always help me and support me. I absolutely love refereeing and it changed my life. I really enjoy it and I don't do it for money. I just do it because I enjoy it. I do it because I have a lot of people behind the scenes. They help me and support me.
What makes Sully Sully is probably just, how energetic he is, how hard he wants to work for what he wants and everything like that, He fights hard for who he cares about and what he likes and what he enjoys. So when you get in Sully's close bubble, you really get to see him grow as a person and how much he enjoys hanging out with people and doing different things, no matter where you are. You always have a good time with Sully.
I think it was like 2 years ago. I was standing up just there, and I was my friends, Nat and others were sitting beside me, and they were telling me, will we see you one day refereeing on this pitch? And I told them, yeah, maybe, hopefully. And see, here we are now.
Yeah, true, maybe.
Here we are. So since I've become a referee, first year, I just keep working really hard, and I won an award the first year. On my second year, I got onto the FK Academy for 2 years. And then after that, I won the referee of the year in Darling Downs. And I refereed the Darling Downs Grand Final and went to the National Youth Championship. So big steps for me. And obviously, I want to keep growing and keep building that trust. And I'm always confident when I referee. I take every opportunity that I've been given. And I always take it no matter what opportunities I have. And I definitely want to go further. I want to become an A-League referee one day. I know it takes time. It doesn't matter if it's tomorrow, 1 month later, one year, 5 years later. I want to keep building my trust and confidence and get there. One advice I could give to people is never give up. Just keep working hard. Life is hard, but you have to work hard for it. Don't give up no matter what you do. Just keep trust in yourself, keep building trust in yourself, take opportunities and do it, because if I've done it, I know how it feels. It was very hard for me at the beginning. I've done it, I know I can do it, I know others can do it as well.
How do I feel this time? What's off?
Industries is proud to be the official shelter and grandstands partner of Football Queensland. Felton offers a range of premium aluminium grandstands, from elite portable spectator seating to soccer team shelters for players and coaches. Give your fans the best view of the game with Felton's comfortable spectator seating. With sun-safe shelters or powder-coated in your team colours. Whatever your club needs, Felton has a high-quality, low-maintenance seating option to suit. We are the pioneers in Australian-made grandstands and team shelters. Contact Felton today on 1800 834 016 or visit felton.net.au.
Welcome back to this FQ TV coverage of our quarter-final Queensland Cup clash here at John Fredericks Park, Capalaba. Our hosts going in at half-time, trailing 1 goal to the good thanks to an early goal from Brisbane City captain this evening, Jess Dillon. Dillon popping up with a header from a corner in the 5th minute of the half. So plenty still to play for in this 45 minutes that awaits us while we await the players getting themselves set. Little look around the grounds from the other games in this quarter-final. Olympic going in at half-time, 1-0 up against North Lakes United, and Eastern Suburbs leading 2-0 against Mitchelton in their quarter-final clash at half-time. So lots to keep you entertained this evening across FQ TV's coverage. We, of course, hope that you stick with us here for this second half. Capalaba, a young side, the youngest to ever take the field, taking on strong composition of Brisbane City, also with their own youngsters in the starting 11 and on the bench this evening. Capalaba with those late chances before the half-time whistle blew. They didn't have as many corners on the stats board as Brisbane City, but they put the pressure on late in the first half. And down the other end, Cass Zafina kept very busy in that first half, but showing her experience with some quality saves. City looking dangerous from set pieces. See Marley Danger wearing the number 17 shirt has joined the fun for the second half. Birchall firing that one forward. We'll get confirmation of those changes as we work through them. I can see number 17. He's a popular number for both sides. Claire Lambourne on the pitch for home side Capalaba. And Marley Danger, the opposite number. Tormena. City with a ball down that far side for Tormena to chase. Dayton just happy to watch that out. Izzy Anderson just trying to get it down that far side to Bonnet Ben, and City winning themselves a throw for their efforts. Anderson. Here is Marley Danger, the youngster. She's impressed so far in the NPL. Has been pipped as a future Matilda, and she's plenty of talent that she's been showcasing in the NPL. City with another early corner. Sian Costigan, one of the first into the box. Got a bit of height in there with Marley Danger and Izzy Anderson as look into the mist on that far side and await the ball coming in. This time it's across the ground and Abby Vesta able to clear that one away comfortably. City still on the attack with Izzy Anderson. This time the ball lofted into the area. Hirakara just trying to sneak it across to Sian Costigan. And it will go out for a throw on the near side. City with another set piece, this time on the near side, and Tormena is going to come across to take this one. So a place in the semi-final on the line for both sides. Tormena gives the signal, and this time it is lofted into the area towards the near post, headed back and deflected off the keeper. Was headed in by Jess Davison. It will go down as an own goal. There's a corner in by Tormena. It was Davison at the near post who nudged it on and turned in by Cass Zafina, who's been solid in that first half. It was a tricky one to deal with, but unfortunately for Capalaba, they all count. Couple of minutes into the half and City extend their lead. Capalaba now trying to put a bit of pressure on down the other end, but City again showing their experience and dispossessing Costigan, getting plenty of the ball. Sian Costigan in that right back position and not afraid to push forward. Hirakara cut out nicely at the back. Emily Dunn, the skipper. Emily Dunn has lifted plenty of trophies in the futsal arena. Great defending, Jess Davison. This time down in that corner position, but only a throw. Hirakara back to Costigan. Dylan beaten to it. And the ball in at the near post, and Zafina happy to claim that one. Danger. Costigan just having a little look both ways, and patient play finds Marley Danger. Marley Danger with a deflected effort across, and over it goes for a City corner. It was Costigan just with a lovely bit of patience there to allow Marley Danger to get into space, and Danger just playing that one off the boot of Emily Dunn. So City racking up the corners. Again, this one sent in high, headed at the near post, and in it goes. Zafina stretched to her right. We mentioned the height of Izzy Anderson, and there it is. Lovely ball in. Izzy Anderson with a bit of time calmly head that one in, as Zafina could only stretch and watch that one sail into the net. Capalaba will be hoping to just enjoy a spell of possession so they can calm things down here. City have come out hungry. Here is Amy Cook. Wants to join the party and has a go from range, but Zafina is having none of it. Emily Dunn, the experienced centre half, wearing the captain's armband for the first time this evening. We'll want to just calm her side slightly and hope that the side are not too rattled by those two early second half goals. Cook. There is the goal scorer, Anderson, just switching that one across to Bonnert's Ben. Danger. Lets that one go for Tormena. She's got Hirakara to her right, pokes it through, but cleared nicely. Davison. Bonnert's-Ben to Tormena. Bonnert's-Ben, the throw taker, gets it back. Sends it in this time, headed up comfortably by Dunn. City still piling the pressure on here though with Costigan, who skips past the incoming Davison, and Danger. Just stolen off the toes of Marley. Danger. It will be a Brisbane City throw as they keep the pressure in the Capalaba half. Great defending this time, Abby Vesta. Only last week was announced as a first team signing, Abby Vesta, promoted from the under-23s. And Chris Shepley does have her pinned as a future leader of the club. Costigan on this near side just waits to receive a ball to be able to take the throw. Hirakara. Costigan with a bit of work to do. Davison not having a bar of it and sticks her boot in to force her back out for another throw. Hirakara now with a bit of space, left foot into the area, and there was space at the back for Tormena, but it sails over her head and out for a goal kick. Hirakara did well here to just shirk that challenge and get a ball into the box. And Tormena not quite able to get the height for that one. As the fog starts to settle over John Fredericks Park, we see another change here. Couple of changes for Brisbane City. Sophie De Angelis and Ziana Ludwig, who have come on. Sophie De Angelis, can't have been surprised to see her name in the squad after she got a hat-trick against Souths in the last round. Costigan finding Ludwig. Ziana Ludwig, only 15 years of age. Will be thrilled to have made her Queensland NPL debut in round 7 of the NPL. 3-0 victory over Easts. She was also another starter in the previous round versus Souths. The referee, Taylor Schofield, just comes across to have a bit of a word with Jess Davison. And her opposite number, Ziana Ludwig, just this week named in the under-16 Queensland squad for this year's emerging Matildas Championship. So that in itself just shows us how much talent this youngster has. Dylan. Danger. Costigan trying to find Bonnert's Ben. Capalaba playing that one out of danger nicely. Giving away just on halfway, but good passing out from the back from the doggies. And here is Ziana Ludwig tricking her way through to switch the ball out to the left. Danger heading it onto Bonnert's Ben. Cut out at the back by Dunn. And the Davison sisters just linking up there to force the ball out. And it did go out off a blue boot, so it will be a Capalaba throw on the near side. Costigan claiming that one. Gilhooly doing well. Capalaba, of course, finding their way into the quarter-final by a less than conventional route, having first been defeated by Lions and then having the result overturned due to Lions fielding an ineligible player. So this was a second opportunity for the doggies. No doubt after that loss they will have turned their attention to the league and then had to avert their attention back towards the cup, which is of course a great opportunity for us to enjoy. Capalaba showcasing this young talent. Eustace getting involved in attack on that far side. City cutting it out, only to give it back via Dayton. Marley, Danger, poking that one through. Sophia De Angelis with a bit of space, but quick pass into the middle for Ludwig. Gets it back though, De Angelis, and blocked at the back. But it'll be a Capalaba free kick. Sophia De Angelis just creeping offside. Very versatile, the number 11. Can play midfield pretty much anywhere across the front. City just have a bit of a shuffle of their formation as we await this free kick. Costigan. Marley, Danger. One touch too many and cut out by Vesta. It's a loose foot from Marley, Danger that catches Abby Vesta, a QAS graduate, so it will be Capalaba with the free kick, one that they've taken quickly. Tormena trying to slide that one through, and Zafina manages to trap that with her legs. It was Bonnert's Ben with a lovely ball through to Tormena and just trying to get that one in toward goal. Zafina blocking it comfortably. Ben finds Ludwig. Tormena. Brazilian passing that one back into Ludwig. So Ludwig and Holly Ben just switched. Give Ludwig a little bit more free rein in that midfield. Dylan. Ben now occupying that attacking position, runs into traffic. Davison, stolen by Marley Danger, and Vesta with a no-nonsense boot through the ball. Costigan with the throw on the near side. De Angelis. Great challenge. Davison. City with yet another corner, and again Anna Tormena to send this one in. Headed out nicely by Lambourne. It's one of those half-time substitutions for Capalaba. Good strength, Claire Lambourne, and that one fired in, and Zafina collects and distributes quickly. Capalaba now trying to turn defence into attack, but loose ball finds its way to Ludwig. Given away though. And Birchall happy to go all the way back to her keeper, Julia Duffy. She's had a fairly quiet game so far. Veteran NPL keeper, over 100 games for Eastern Suburbs. Experience at Souths. Anna Tormena asking for options. Chips one in. Sierra McCaffrey, another set of fresh legs on the pitch for Brisbane City. She was with Dante Sten for approximately 3 years at QAS. Another one who has returned from a bad injury from that pesky futsal. She was out for about 2 years with her rehab, as Marley Danger has a crack and over it sails. Marley Danger just finding herself in a bit of space. Got the ball from Ludwig. Chance to get it under control. And over it sailed. So Sierra McCaffrey wearing the number 6 Brisbane City shirt. It's brought back to Brisbane City to support her with her rehab. There's Jess Dillon that has made way for McCaffrey, which gives the skipper's armband to Izzy Anderson. Costigan. De Angelis. Davison dispossesses. Capalaba just hanging on here to try and get a grip on the game. They're sustaining a fair bit of pressure from this eager Brisbane City side, who have come out of the sheds with a fair appetite for goal. Vesta. Janai Davison. Trying to get that one moving forward down the line for Eustace. Gilhooly up against Ludwig. Ludwig doing well in possession. And And that ball forward to Sophia De Angelis forces Zafina to come out and clear well she does. Costigan. Lovely footwork, Sophia De Angelis. She's trying to feed that one through to Bonnert's Ben, but Capalaba read that nicely. City sticking with this right flank avenue for the current period of attack. Sophia De Angelis again finding herself in space, getting that one in towards the near post. Tormena with the head. Had a little look at where that one ended up and seemed to be a little unsure of where she was in relation to the goal, so over it went for just a goal kick on that occasion. One from range, comfortable enough for the keeper. Anderson using Costigan again, looking keen to have a fair bit of possession. Sian Costigan, great pressure on this near side. Davison, De Angelis. Tormena, she's got Ludwig, Marley danger in the middle. No sting in that attack, and Capalaba again able to reset. Both sides just try to settle with a few changes being made. Sophia De Angelis enjoying her spell out on the wing on this side. Lovely ball into the area, misses the boot of Anna Tormena, and that's going to be a Capalaba goal kick. There's a searching ball in towards the back post, and Bonnert's Ben not too convincing in her commitment to head that one, as she realised it was going to sail convincingly over the top of her, and Tormena unable to get a boot on that. McCaffrey finds Costigan. Costigan continues her run. A little bit too much on that one and rolls out. A little wave of apology from Costigan. City keeping players forward just to box Capalaba in here as they take the throw into the path of Sierra McCaffrey. Lovely turn, McCaffrey. Ludwig finding her skipper, Anderson. Bonnert's Ben weaving her way through a sea of yellow. Well played at the back, Capalaba. City sustain the pressure with Costigan. Got De Angelis out to her right, but Capalaba get a boot through that one and come away with it with Davison. Birchall happy to use her keeper. Bonnert's Ben. So Emily Dunn, the skipper, making way, passes the armband on to Daisy Hazel. So that's both skippers departing in this second half. And it's Grace Hampson who will replace the skipper. And Taya Corbett will also enter the fray in midfield. Grace Hampson slotted in to replace her skipper, long-serving, dedicated member of the under-23s. So another one with an opportunity to step up, get some cup minutes under her belt. Anderson drives that one into danger. City do win it back though. Ludwig, lovely feet. Building from the back with Birchall. City just enjoying this momentum, having come out in this second half and got 2 early goals. First one turned in off the back of Davison onto the keeper and into the net. And their third goal, another header from a corner, this time Izzy Anderson. And City sneaking across into an offside position. As Taylor Schofield just allows for another change, a bit of a flurry of changes in this spell. McCaffrey turns well. Bonnert's Ben feeding that one through to De Angelis. And well defended under pressure from Costigan, who's pushed forward into an attacking position. She's been looking eager to get forward, Sian Costigan, and Brisbane City under the watchful eye of Dante Sten, just shuffling their personnel about. Corner into the area, travels through a sea of blue and yellow. And Bonnert's Ben with a left foot crack, it was on target, but saved comfortably by Zafina. And in one of the other 7:30 quarterfinals, Olympic went into the sheds 1-0 to the good, or 1 goal to the good at half-time. North Lakes United have equalised on the 60th minute, so that game currently goal apiece. Ball in, turned behind just to make sure. Will be another Brisbane City corner. And while we're doing the round the grounds, it was 2-0 to Eastern Suburbs against Mitchelton at half-time. That game, as it enters the 84th minute, currently stands Eastern Suburbs 5, Mitchelton 1. And here, of course, on a foggy Capalaba evening, Brisbane City are visitors 3-0 up. They have a corner here. Good defending, Abby Vesta. And this time turned over with a deflection off a Brisbane City player, so it will be chance for Capalaba to reset. Lambourne dropping back in defence. This is Claire Lambourne's first team debut. Second season with the club after coming from Western Pride. And now, just to keep us on our toes, Mia Green is wearing the captain's armband. So shared leadership this evening for both sides. The armband was initially passed on to Izzy Anderson, but the experienced Mia Green, familiar name on the team sheet when we see City in the NPL. And this time Julia Duffy forced to come out and clear. It's got an awkward deflection, so Duffy continues to go, and a little tussle there on the far side with Aoife O'Carroll, and the referee has given the decision in favour of Brisbane City. It's only free kick inside their own half, but a free kick it is all the same, as Julia Duffy was just under a bit of pressure from Aoife O'Carroll. She's another youngster making her first team debut, the under 17-year-old. But Chris Shepley sees her as a future first teamer. Some good no-nonsense refereeing here from Taylor Schofield, as she's not having anything of the appeals. Her decision has been made. Just short of 10 minutes remain of normal time. As it stands, Brisbane City will be progressing through to the semi-final of this Queensland Cup. Unless Capalaba can pull it out the bag in the last 9 minutes, but they have an uphill battle to do so. It's been a brave display by this young Capalaba side. They conceded a goal early in the 5th minute, but managed to keep the score to 1-0 as they went in at half-time and had their own chances in that first half. As Costigan now drives forward, pokes it through Ludwig. Ludwig trying to skip around the defender. Great defending at the back from Grace Hampson. Was strong defence there. It was a lovely ball through initially from Costigan. Ludwig was pointing to exactly where she wanted it, but Grace Hampson very well there in defence. Birchall firing that one forward. Only as far as safe gloves Cass Zafina. City just edging their way into Capalaba's half as they creep down the touchline. Throw-in after throw-in. Lamborn. Ludwig with the quick feet to get herself out of trouble. Mia Green, Sarah Birchall now occupying those centre half spots for Brisbane City. DeAngelis just nudging that one over for Capalaba throw. McCaffrey. Birchall starting from the back with Mia Green. Mia Green experience of coaching the under-11 academy girls at Brisbane City in previous seasons. So another champion of youth, both as a player and as a leader. And Abby Vesta just with her head in hands as she sees that one go over for yet another Brisbane City corner. They've had to sustain a fair bit of pressure from these set pieces, Capalaba. Zafina makes herself big in the box. Marley Danger with the height in the area. Tormena fires it in, and Zafina, little flap at that one, but she claims it in the end. A quick kick out from Zafina, not hitting its intended target, so Capalaba with a bit of work to do in defence here. Plenty of positives for Chris Shepley to take out of this one as he turns his attention back to the league. They're currently sitting second on that FQPL 1 ladder, and he'll have some decisions to make when he picks his future squads, no doubt. McCaffrey still going. Anna Tormena this time, left foot strike, sails past the post. It was a tight angle. It was Abby Vesta trying to clear. McCaffrey picked it up out on the edge. Tormena with a tight left foot shot. Score remains 3-0 to Brisbane City. Costigan. DeAngelis. Julia Duffy linking up with her centre half Birchall. So Olympic have taken the lead again against North Lakes United. So as it stands, they will be progressing through to the semi-final. There are still minutes to be played in that game and here at John Fredericks Park. Eastern Suburbs have defeated Mitchelton. Confirmation from the Olympic North Lakes game. Olympic FC have knocked out North Lakes United. So this is the remaining game of the round. As we see a City corner as we creep towards the last couple of minutes of normal play. Ball into the box, headed out, Bernert's Ben. Wide it goes. Next up for both sides back in the league, Capalaba will be travelling to Grange Thistle for their round 11 FQPL 1 match. Brisbane City will be heading down the coast to face Gold Coast Knights. Should be a close encounter in round 19 of the NPL. De Angelis dispossessed. Davison trying to urge her side downfield. McCaffrey now for Brisbane City. Referee waves advantage on for City, and it is Ludwig has a crack, and great defending there. Davison, she had to get a boot in. It has forced another corner kick, but it was good defending to stave off the attack. Anna Tormena, the trusty corner kick taker in the last minute of the 90, fires that one in. Zafina with a glove to it. Again, a little bit scrappy in the box as Capalaba see the ball fall at the feet of City, and Sarah Birchall is the one that gets the shot off in the end, but nothing too threatening about that one. Ludwig. She's been showcasing a little bit of trickery since entering the fray. Ziana Ludwig, the 15-year-old, does well to keep possession there and sees Holly Bonnet-Spen run away with it. Marley Danger now skipping past the challenge. Marley Danger gets herself on the score sheet. In the dying stages of the game, she's looked dangerous. Her name says it all. It was a great touch to take it past the last defender, and Marley Danger makes it 4 for our visitors. That will all but do it here at John Frederick Park. Be a few minutes on the clock for the changes, no doubt. And there is the whistle. Taylor Schofield draws proceedings to a close. It's been a gallant effort from the youngest doggy sides to play at this level. But tonight it will be Brisbane City joining Eastern Suburbs, Brothers Townsville and Olympic FC in the hat for the semi-final of this Queensland Cup. Thank you for joining us for this evening's FQTV coverage. Plenty more action to come over the coming weeks. We look forward to having you join us in the upcoming games.